The ship was sailing. Food was still warm on the galley stove. Personal belongings were laid out in the cabins, completely untouched. But the entire crew was gone. Not dead, not injured, just erased. This is the story of the Mary Celeste, one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. The year is 1872. The Atlantic Ocean, cold, vast, and unforgiving. A sturdy merchant ship, the Mary Celeste, set sail from New York, bound for Italy. On board are Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and a crew of 7 experienced sailors. This wasn't a risky journey, so the ship was in excellent condition. The weather was normal for the season, and the cargo was simply industrial alcohol. Everything was documented, everything was routine. Until one day, the ship stopped answering its calls. Weeks later, another vessel, the Dei Gratia, spots something strange on the horizon. It's a ship, drifting aimlessly through the waves. There are no distress flags flying. There's no visible damage. No signs of a battle or a fire. As they pull alongside, a deep sense of unease settles over the crew aboard the mysterious vessel, and immediately they know something is terribly wrong. They've found the Mary Celeste. The ship is in remarkably good shape. The sails are partially raised, as if they were being adjusted. The hull is undamaged. Below deck in the galley there's a 6-month supply of food and fresh water. Personal items are scattered throughout the cabins, exactly where you'd expect them to be. Clothes folded in chests, tobacco pipes left on tables. The captain's sword is still in its sheath in his cabin, but the ship's single lifeboat is missing. Every single person on board has vanished. The details only get creepier. The search party finds no signs of a struggle, no bloodstains, no broken furniture. Nothing suggests a violent takeover by pirates, and besides, the valuable cargo and the crew's personal effects are all accounted for. The ship itself is perfectly seaworthy. Stranger still is the captain's logbook. The final entry, dated 10 days prior, notes calm, seas, and fair weather. There is no mention of a storm, an emergency, or any kind of trouble. It's as if in the middle of a perfectly normal day, the entire crew, along with the captain's wife and child, simply stood up and walked away into nothingness. Theories began to fly almost immediately. Could it have been pirates? Impossible. Nothing was stolen. What about a mutiny? Unlikely. Why would a mutinous crew abandon a perfectly good ship and all their valuables? One of the most popular theories suggests that the alcohol cargo began to leak, creating volatile fumes. Fearing an imminent explosion, the crew panicked and abandoned ship. But here's the problem with that idea. If they were truly terrified of an explosion, why would they abandon a large, stable vessel for a tiny, fragile lifeboat in the middle of the vast Atlantic Ocean? And why would they take the captain's wife and child with them into such a dangerous situation? And here's the detail that chills historians to this day. The lifeboat was small. If all 10 people from the Mary Celeste crowded into it, it would have been dangerously overloaded. It's almost certainly guaranteeing it would sink in the open ocean. This means they chose it anyway. They made a conscious decision that staying on their perfectly safe ship was a worse fate than facing near certain death at sea. Something on that vessel terrified them so much that they left all at once. No hesitation, no debate. And whatever it was, it didn't seem to follow them. The Mary Celeste was eventually sailed to Gibraltar, where official investigations dragged on for years. No definitive conclusion was ever reached. Insurance companies argued, maritime officials speculated, but the truth remained buried at sea. The ship itself became a legend, a cursed vessel. Sailors refused to work on it, and its owners couldn't sell it. Eventually, it was deliberately run aground and destroyed in the Caribbean, as if everyone just wanted the ghost ship and its haunting mystery to be gone forever. To this day, the disappearance of the crew of the Mary Celeste remains completely unsolved. No bodies were ever found. No wreckage from the lifeboat was ever recovered. No final message ever surfaced. All that was left was an empty ship, floating silently on the waves. A chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest mysteries aren't the loud or violent ones. They're the silent ones. The ones that leave nothing behind but questions. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by unsolved mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe for more.